back. Thank you guys so much for coming and clicking on this video, watching KJ Squared. My name is KJ.
I'm Squared.
And this is my dad. If you did not see the last video, I definitely encourage you to go check that one out. It's about gluten-free cult communities, okay?
I'm gluten-free.
And I want you to know it. But my dad and I were making some videos, and we just really love to just share our opinions, rant a little bit, get something off of our chest. I don't know what it is, but we enjoy it. Pepe at least enjoys listening to it, and hopefully you're enjoying listening to it as well.
He's never interrupted once.
He's never. He's actually quite a quiet guy. But please go down and like, subscribe, and comment. We will read all the comments. We really appreciate it. And let's get right into it. Today's topic is bad parenting.
Yeah, how to be a bad parent. We all want to know how to do that.
How
and
can
so we're
we be
hoping
a bad parent?
we can help you to really screw your kids up for, in the long run.
Absolutely.
No, but it's interesting. Just the other day, I'm a tennis professional. I'm teaching a tennis lesson at a school, and as I was leaving, a mom was picking up her son, and I just caught the part of the conversation. He had evidently had a fight with a friend, and her response to him just caught my ear.
Yeah.
She was like, her words were, "Well, I hope you two can work this out." And that just grabbed my attention. I was walking out carrying my stuff, but I'm listening to this conversation. They're walking behind me.
At face value, not a terrible thing to say to a child.
Right, but
when you look deeper into
right, I'm just expecting, if my child says to me I had a fight with my friend, I'm not going to make anything more of that than what it is. I'd probably say, yeah, and you'll probably have one tomorrow with your other friend.
How many you saw me grow up,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
You raised me. How many times have I had a playground argument or a fight, or Johnny cheated in the board game, and now he's not my friend anymore, and then the next day Johnny's my best friend again. It's
so
you're a kid.
Her response was, I thought, a little dramatic, but I kind of,
no big deal.
But I was listening now. And then the next thing she said to him really caught my attention. She said, "Well, I had a really bad day today too. There was a reorganization in my company." I'm like,
how old is this kid?
Your 8 or 9 year old has no idea what a reorganization in your company is. And so she turned it around, and I guess to relate to him, I guess to kind of be like, well, I had a tough day too, and here's my tough day. And then he kind of awkwardly changed the subject because it was too much pressure for him. He didn't need to hear what his mom was going through.
I had a fight with my friend, and my mom's gonna lose her job apparently.
Yeah, so
that makes me comforted.
So I just felt like this needs to be addressed. It's not something that is I don't remember a generation before, and I don't want to put the whole generation on this one mom, but I feel like in the past there were things that we all went through, and when I went home, I grew up in a lower middle class home, and my parents never let me know that we were ever in financial trouble. My parents never told me the issues that they were having. Yeah. They fought in private. They kept me safe. I felt very secure in my upbringing. And my siblings are much older than me. They felt the same way, and they grew up in even tougher times than I did. And I don't know if parents understand what it is to be a parent and to take the pressure off.
I think we should open that can a little bit further. I think this might even be a result of today's pseudo-psychology, where it's... Now, I'm a psych major. I don't claim to be a clinical psychologist or anything. I only got a bachelor's degree. But I did learn a lot about psychology. And I can easily point out when there's bad psychology going on. And it's sort of this belief that if I could relate with you, then you're going to feel more comfortable with me. And that's great with a friend. That's even great with a psychologist.
Right.
But that's not what you need out of a parent.
Yeah, no.
I understand there's certain things that you should relate with, with your kids and be that, support to them. But however, this kid doesn't need the pressures of your life
right.
on his
Yeah,
shoulders.
if you want to relate, then you say, well, when I was your age,
yeah,
I had fights with all my friends, and we stayed friends, and we got through it, and we were up and down, and that's just part of relationship. That's part of growing. You and Tommy are going to be best friends tomorrow. If you want, I can help you to get back. That's the way to relate.
I think that is one of the first issues that I heard out of that story is I hope.
Right.
The word hope. What do you mean you hope? You're a parent. You have the power to fix this situation for your child. You're not supposed to fight all your battles for your kids. But if your kid is incapable of fixing the situation that they're in, or is really nervous and concerned about the situation that they're in, then you as a parent take steps to reassure your kid and comfort them and say, hey, this will get solved. I'll call so-and-so's mom later and we'll resolve this. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. I encourage you to go and talk with him and apologize if you need to apologize. But it's utterly ridiculous to say, I hope that you can resolve this. It's so dramatic and it's so over the top.
It kind of reminds me of what's going on even with the current climate of fear about the earth ending because of global warming or climate change. It doesn't matter what side of that argument you're on, but the thing that bothers me most about it is that children are being poised as activists, where a child was always left away from those things. That pressure was never put on them, and it's almost like it's encouraging. I think I even saw a class full of kids going to a congresswoman's office and pointing the finger at her and telling her that she needs to do something about saving the earth. And to me, that's the opposite of what a parent is supposed to do. Like, you go out there, son, and fight my battle, no, it's like, no, I don't want to put that pressure on. I was told when I was growing up, when I went to school, that we were on the verge of another ice age. We were about to have an ice age, and that there wouldn't be enough food on the earth to feed the population of the earth in the future. Now, as a child, that was really scary. My brothers and sister grew up before me. They used to hide under the desks because it was during the Cold War, and there was a threat that Russia was going to send a bomb over. So each generation has these.
But now, yeah,
scare tactics. Yeah, I don't know where they come from.
A fear propaganda almost.
Right.
Now, those are things that seem to be coming from government and media right now.
Right.
But now, I think parents are feeding into it.
They're buying into it. Right, exactly.
Like when you, and I don't know, I didn't live in the Cold War era, I didn't live in the next ice age either, but for you, whenever you went home, did your parents say, hey, we got to start rationing food because the ice age is coming?
Yeah, it's interesting because, again, I think parents in my time were just so concerned about providing for their families, making it better for us than they had it. Both of my parents went through the Depression, World War II. So all their goal was to make our life pleasant and comforted and know that we had a future. I don't know if parents are doing that now. Like, if they're giving their kids confidence and hope, or if they're saying, I even hear people saying, like, don't have children, don't bring children into the world because the earth is going to end. We've been told the earth is going to end forever and ever. It's been around forever. And so, live your life, enjoy your life, give your kids hope, give your kids comfort, give your kids peace. You can hit the pillow at night with fear, but your children shouldn't. You might, you're giving them hope, you're giving them peace. You might put them to sleep at night and stay up all night worrying about your checkbook and worrying about other things. But your job is to make sure that they are peaceful, that they are not carrying the burden.
Yeah.
No matter how serious it may seem.
So yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think there is this fear propaganda that's been going on with the government, with media, regardless of what political party. I don't want this to be political and global warming's fake or global warming's real. How dare you? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Whatever political side you're on. I guess the point that we're trying to make is, as a parent, you are supposed to be the most selfless person in society. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
You're called to be selfless. And now, I'm not a parent yet, and hopefully in the future, God will bless me with children.
Let's get it going.
But I've had great parents, and they were selfless. They were selfless, and but you were, and that's the thing. You were selfless, and you were more focused on my well-being and my safety and my mental health, right? That's a huge thing going around right now. Everyone has to be mentally healthy, and it's true. But you're damaging your children by feeding them lies, or not even lies, but feeding them fear, and saying, you have to be concerned that the world's gonna end in 12 years.
And we weren't.
The world might end in 12 years. I don't know. He doesn't know.
Enjoy it.
No one knows. Enjoy the last 12 years. But your kids don't have to be freaking out about it, And I think that's another pseudo-psychology thing. Oh, we have to be honest with our kids. Yeah, be honest with your kids, but you don't have to tell them everything.
No.
Your kids don't need to know everything. Trust me. Their minds are not ready for all this information, and we need to prepare. You need to
solve
prepare your kids.
Solve their little problems, solve their little arguments, help them solve their little arguments, and
help them
as
go
they grow
with their friend and
Right.
resolve their problem. That's what they're concerned about, and that's what they should be concerned about, because they're children. Children should be concerned about childish things, and adults should be concerned about adult things, and that's what separates the two.
Yep.
But yeah, I know this wasn't as funny of an episode and whatnot. It wasn't as
I'm laughing. I was laughing inside.
The whole time. I know.
I couldn't stop laughing inside. I was keeping it.
That little punk kid. What a loser. No. No, I'm messing. But we are so grateful. We are so thankful for you watching this video. It really just it's special. It's really special, and we really appreciate it. So please like, comment, subscribe. If you happen to be that parent with their kid that was in my dad's story, and you're watching this video,
I use totally different story. No, there's not really a person.
It's not a real person. No, if you are those people, there's
thank
a lot
you for
of good.
Giving us a subject.
Yeah, thank you for giving us a subject. There's a lot of good parenting books out there. I'd start with the Bible. Have a good one. Thank you again. Pepe says goodbye. And K Squared is out.